Namaste. Today I'm going to read Book 1, Volume 1, Chapter 20, Vidyeshvara Samhita, the mode of worshipping an earthen phallic image by chanting Vedic mantras in the Shiv Puran. Hari Om Tat Sat. The mode of worshipping an earthen phallic image by chanting Vedic mantras. Sutta said, now the mode of worshipping an earthen phallic image according to the Vedic rites is being explained. It yields worldly pleasures and salvation to the Vedic worshippers. The devotee shall take bath in accordance with the rules prescribed in the sacred code. He shall duly perform his Sunday prayers. After performing the Brahma Yajna, one of the 5 daily sacrifices, he shall perform Tarpana, a rite of offering water oblation to the Manas. After finishing the daily rites, he shall apply ashes and wear Rudraksha all along, remembering Lord Shiva with great devotion. He shall then worship the excellent earthen phallic image according to Vedic injunctions in order to realize the full benefit. The worship of the earthen phallic image shall be performed on the bank of a river or a tank, or on top of a mountain, or in a forest, or in a Shiva temple. It must be in a clean place. O Brahmins, ye shall bring clay from a clean place and carefully make the phallic image. White clay is to be used by a Brahmin, red clay by a Kshatriya, yellow clay by a Vaishya, and a black clay by a Sudra. Anything available shall be used if the specified clay is not found. After taking the clay, he shall place it in an auspicious place and make an auspicious place for making the image. After washing the clay clean with water and kneading it slowly, he shall prepare a good earthen phallic image according to the Vedic tradition, to the Vedic direction. Then he shall worship it with devotion for the sake of enjoying worldly pleasures here and salvation hereafter. The material of worship shall be sprinkled with water, chanting the formula Namah Shivaya with the mantra Burasi, etc. The achievement of the sanctity of a holy center, Kshetra Siddhi, shall be effected. Water shall be sanctified with the mantra, Aposman, etc. The rite of Patika Bandra shall be performed with Namaste Rudra mantra. The purity of the place of worship shall be heightened with the mantra Sambhavaya, etc. The sprinkling of water over Panchamrita shall be performed with the word Nama prefixed. The excellent installation of the phallic image of Shiva shall be made devoutly with the mana Nama Nila Grivaya, obeisance to the blue-necked. The worshipper following the Vedic path shall make devoutly the offer of a beautiful seat with the mantra Etati Rudraya, etc. The invocation Avahana shall be performed with the mantra Mano Mahantam, etc. The seating Upa Vesana shall be performed with the mantra Yate Rudrina. The mantra Yamisum, etc. The Nyasya, ritualistic touching of the body in various parts, shall be performed. The offering of fragrance shall be performed endearingly with the mantra Adyavokat, etc. The Nyasya of the deity shall be performed with the mantra Asaujiva, etc. The rite of approaching the deity Upasarpana shall be performed with the mantra Asau Yuvasarpati, etc. The water used for washing the feet, Padya, shall be offered with the mantra Namastu Nila Grivaya, obeisance to the blue necked. The water for the respectful reception, Argya, shall be offered with the Rudra Gayatri mantra and the sipping water, Achmana, with the Triambaka mantra. The ceremonial ablution with milk shall be performed with the mantra Paya Pritivyam, etc. The ceremonial ablution with curd shall be performed with the mantra Dadi Kravna, etc. The ceremonial ablution with the ghee shall be performed with the mantra Gritam Grite Gritayava, etc. The ceremonial ablution with honey and sugar candy shall be performed with the 3 hymns beginning with Madhuvata, Madhu Naktam, Madhu Manaha. Thus the Panchamrita ablution is explained, or the ablution with Panchamrita can be performed with the Padya mantra Namastute Nila Grivaya. The tying of the waistband Kati Bandhana shall be performed devoutly with the mantra Ma Nastuki, etc. The piece of cloth to be worn on the upper part of the body shall be offered with the mantra Nama Drisnavi, etc. The pious follower of Vedic rites shall make an offering of cloth, Vastra Samarpana, duly to Shiva with the 4 hymns beginning with Ya Te Hiti, etc. The intelligent devotee shall offer sense devotedly with the mantra Nama Swabhaya, etc. He shall offer aksatas, raw rice grains, with the mantra Namastak Sabhya, etc. Flower offering shall be made with the mantra Nama Paryaya, etc. Vilva leaves shall be offered with the mantra Nama Parnaya, etc. The incense shall be offered with the mantra Nama Kapardini Cha, etc. in accordance with the rules. The lamb shall be offered in the prescribed manner with the mantra Nama Asavi, etc. The excellent Naivedya shall be offered with the mantra Namo Jestaya, etc. Achmanam shall be offered again with the mantra Triambakam, etc. Fruit shall be offered with the mantra Ima Rudraya. Everything shall be dedicated to Shiva with the mantra Namo Vrajyaya, etc. We shall make an offering of 11 raw rice grains to the 11 Rudras with the 2 mantras Manu Mahantam, etc. and Ma Nastuki, etc. The scholarly devotee shall offer sacrificial fee, dakshina, with the 3 mantras beginning with Hiranya Garbha, etc. and shall perform ablution, abhisheka, with the mantra Devasya Tva, etc. The rite of waving lights, Nirajana, for Shiva shall be performed with the mantra for the lamp Nama Asavi. Puspanjali, offering of handful of flowers, shall be performed with devotion with the hymn Ima Rudraya, etc. The wise devotee shall then perform the Pradaksina circumambulation with the mantra Mano Mahantam, and the intelligent one shall perform Sastanga, 8 limbs touching the ground, prostration with the mantra Ma Nastuki, etc. He shall show the Shiva Mudra with the mantra Isa Te. The Abhiya ya mudra with the mantra yato yata, etc. And the Jnana mudra with the Triambaka mantra. The Mahamudra shall be shown with the mantra Nama Sina, etc. He shall then show the Dhenu mudra with the mantra Namo Ghobaya, etc. After showing all these 5 mudras, he shall perform the Shiva mantra Japa. The devotee, well versed in the Vedas, shall recite the Satarudriya mantra. Panchanga Pata Panchanga Pata shall then be performed by the Vedic scholar. Then Visarjana, ritualistic farewell, shall be performed with the mantra Devagatu, etc. Thus the Vedic rite of the worship of Shiva has been explained in detail. Now listen to the excellent Vedic rite in brief. The clay shall be brought with the mantra Sadyo Jatam. The sprinkling of water shall be performed with the mantra Vamadevaya. The phallic image shall be prepared with the Aghora mantra. The Ahavana invocation shall be performed with the mantra Tat Purusaya. The phallic image of Hara shall be fixed to the pedestal with the Ishana mantra. The intelligent devotee shall perform all other rites in brief. With the 5-syllabled mantra or any other mantra taught by the preceptor, the intelligent devotee shall perform as prescribed by the rule of the adoration with due observance of the 16 upacharas and the following prayer. We meditate upon Bhava, the destroyer of worldly existence, on the great Lord, on Urga, the annihilator of terrible sins, on Sarva, the moon-crested. The intelligent devotee shall perform the worship of Shiva with this mantra or with the Vedic mantra with great devotion and abandoning errors. Shiva accords benefits when, with devotion, he is propitiated. Notwithstanding the Vedic mode of worship, as stated above, O Brahmins, we now proceed to explain the common procedure of Shiva's worship. This mode of worship of Shiva's earthen phallic image is the muttering of the names of Shiva, O excellent sages. It yields all cherished desires. Please listen to me, I shall explain it. The 8 names of Shiva, viz. Hara, Maheshwara, Shambhu, Sulapani, Pinakadri, Pinakadrik, Shiva, Pashupati and Mahadeva shall be used respectively for the rites of bringing the clay, kneading, installation, invocation, ceremonial, ablution, worship, craving the forbearance and ritualistic farewell. Each of the names shall be prefixed with Omkara. The name shall be used in the dative case, and Nama shall be added to them. The rites shall be performed respectively with great devotion and joy. The Nyasya rite shall be duly performed, and the Anganyasa of the 2 hands shall also be performed. The devotee shall perform meditation with the 6-syllable mantra Om Namah Shivaya. The devotee shall meditate on Shiva seated in the middle of his seat on the pedestal in Kailasa, worshipped by Sananda and others. Shiva in a forest fire, as it were, for the dry wood in the form of the distress of the devotees. He is immeasurable. He is the ornament of the universe, being closely embraced by his consort Uma. He shall meditate on Shiva always in the following way. He is like a silver mountain. He wears the beautiful moon on his forehead. His limbs are resplendent with ornaments of gems. He holds the axe, the deer, the mudra of boon, and the mudra of freedom from fear. In his 4 hands he is joyful. He is seated in the lotus pose. The assembled devas stand around him and offer prayers. He wears the hide of the tiger. He is the primordial being, the seed of the universe. He dispels all fears. He is the three-eyed Lord with 5 faces. After the meditation and worship of the excellent earthly image, he shall duly perform the japa of the 5-syllable mantra taught by the preceptor. Or foremost amongst Brahmins, the intelligent devotee shall adore the Lord of Devas with different sorts of hymns and recite the Sata Rudriya mantra. He shall take raw rice grains and flowers by means of palms joined together in the form of a bowl and pray to Shiva by means of the following mantras. The hymn, O Shiva, the merciful, I am thine. Thy attributes are my vital breath. My mind is ever fixed in thee. Knowing this, O Lord of goblins, be pleased with me, consciously or unconsciously. Whatever I have performed by way of japa or adoration, may that, O Shiva, with thy favor be fruitful. I am the greatest sinner, and thou art the greatest sanctifier, O Lord of Gaudi. Knowing this, do thou whatever thou dost wish, O great Lord. Thou art not known by Vedas, Puranas, systems of philosophy, or the different sages, O Sadashiva. How can I know thee? In whatever manner I belong to thee, O Shiva, by all my thought forms, I am to be saved by thee. Be pleased with me, O Shiva. After repeating the hymns, the devotee shall place the flowers and the rice grains over the phallic image of Shiva. O sages, he shall then prostrate before Shiva with devotion, his 8 limbs touching the ground. The intelligent devotee shall perform circumambulation in the manner prescribed. He shall pray to the Lord of Devas with great faith. Then he shall make a full-throated sound. He shall humbly bow down his head. He shall then make a formal request and perform the rite of ritualistic farewell. O foremost among sages, thus I have explained to you the procedure for the worship of the phallic image that accords worldly pleasures, salvation, and increases devotion to Shiva. Whoever reads or listens to this chapter with a pure mind shall be purified of all sins and shall attain all wishes. This excellent narration bestows longevity, health, fame, heaven, and happiness by way of sons and grandsons. Footnotes. So I'll go at 95. The 5 kinds of food, which is milk, curd, butter, honey, and sugar, are called panchamrita. 127. The names of 11 Rudras are variously mentioned in the Puranas. According to the MP, they are Ajakapad, Ahir, Bhutanya, Hara, Virupaksa, Revata, Bahurupa, Triambaka, Savita, Jayanta, Pinaki, Aparajita. In the VP, the first 3 are the same, the rest are substituted by Nirta, Ishvara, Bhuvana, Angaraka, Ardaketu, Mrityu, Sharpa, Kapalin. 146. Sananda is one of the 10 mind born sons of Brahma. 147. Three-eyed Shiva, so called because a third eye burst from his forehead with a great flame when his wife playfully placed her hands over his eyes after he had been engaged in austerities in the Himalayas. This eye has been very destructive. It reduced Kama, the god of love, to ashes. right? Dowson HMC under Trilochana, right? 148, five-faced Shiva. 149, it is said that Daksha's sacrifice being destroyed by the gunners of Shiva assumed the form of a goat, while Daksha became a deer and escaped. A devotee who imitates the sound of a terror-struck goat in the presence of the phallic image of Shiva pleases the god. Here ends today's reading of the Shiv Puran. Om Prabhu Prananatham Vivam Veshwanatham Jagannatanatham Sarantabhajam Bodhipatam Bhaveshwaram Bhutanatham Shivam Shankar Om Kapura Kauram Karunavratadam Sansara Sadam Bhujagendra Hadam Savasram Om Am Jum Sam Swamdram Kapinyav Sukatna Pishtivaram. Hari Om Tuya Mata Chapita Tuya Tuya Bandusha Chasaka Tuya Tuya Vidya Deviram Tuya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.